Jeffries told the CNN political show what matters. If Senate President Ferguson doesn't back down, he will personally apply the pressure.
At some point, I'm going to have a conversation with him if he continues to stand in the way of an up or down vote. But hopefully over the next few days, he'll change his mind.
A spokesman for the Senate president responded to Jeffries saying, "There is nothing more for us to say or do." According to a Senate source, the majority of the Democratic Senate caucus believes a new map at this point would only backfire on Democrats in the courts. And the majority of the Democratic caucus has been consistently saying this for months.
At this moment, right now, we must meet the moment.
Maryland House Speaker Jocelyn Pena-Melnick told the C4 Brian Neiman morning radio show that the country is out of control, and she has personally lobbied the Senate president to reconsider his opposition to a mid-cycle redistricting bill that passed the House. The map reshapes the 1st and 3rd congressional districts and could put the state's only Republican congressman at a disadvantage. Both national and state Republicans have said they will file a lawsuit against the new map.
Our bill does not institute permanent redistricting. The House bill, the way it was drafted, and I was very intentional about that, it leaves it up to the voters to decide whether to revert the old maps in 2028 and 2030 until the next census. So I explained it to him. I spoke from my heart, and he has his reasons for not doing it, and I respect it.
The Speaker has not taken a position on another bill that pushes back the filing deadline for a congressional candidate from February 24th to March 20th this year. The delay may help to accommodate a new map. In a statement, House Republicans write, moving this deadline is an absolute non-starter. That they would even consider delaying these deadlines for clearly partisan purposes is quite disgraceful.
All we're asking President Ferguson to do is allow democracy to prevail. What that means is an up or down vote.
A recent poll commissioned on behalf of Progressive Maryland, a pro-redistricting group, finds that 70% of Democrat voters support mid-cycle redistricting. The Senate president has argued voters are more concerned about pressing issues like the cost of living, housing, and skyrocketing energy prices. He believes time has run out on changing the maps without disrupting the timetable of the upcoming elections. Reporting live from the newsroom, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.